You know what I mean? Shining it bright. Hello, we are live. I'm Amy J,
And I'm Kitty Foss.
and this is Vibe
Vibe
of
of
the
the
Week.
week.
Yeah, all right. And it's on a Monday night, which is unusual, but hey, things happen, right? And we're flexible and we can shift and we can just go with that Pisces flow.
And stabilize with it.
And stabilize with it.
So,
So, yeah, that's it. But we still have some energy we can talk about for this week.
oh yeah, quite a bit
Um,
actually.
yeah, I
This
don't,
week, this week has a perception about truth. Hey, Robin,
Robin.
and
Mhm.
um, whatever the perception is of your truth, is it a victim? Your truth, or is it a perception? And today, I shared with Amy. I probably just will put it on the page. Pam Gregory had a message very unusual. She's a astrologer to share a channeled message from somebody else, but she felt it was important. And it's a lot about what we've been talking about with this pause, and that the pause actually has a job, and it's to hold this perception, this truth, because it's going super fast right now, this flow, all this Pisces energy, faster than sometimes can be processed, and especially for those that are um, not as awakened. Um,
Mhm.
it's really important we don't judge
Yeah,
other people's journeys and we go beyond
yep,
that, and we just
exactly.
hold the space. And I loved the in the channel message they used the dawn as the message. They
Mhm.
talked about you don't judge the parts of the sky that are still dark as better
All right.
or worse.
Mhm. Yes,
It's
that
that the
was cool.
light is
Mhm.
spreading all the way through, and that's kind of this the message. And
Yeah.
that kind of goes very well with the energies of this week. But let's start it off with the cards. What do the
Okay.
cards want to tell
No,
us?
that is exactly what I was feeling too. Is just the judgment thing because exactly that. The light is there for a reason to shine on the darkness. And it's not that it's darker, it's just that it's being illuminated and but take the judgment
That's right.
out of it. And to think about just holding your light and holding your light steady. And the pause is great for reflecting, for resting, and for recharging. Because when the energy starts to move, and although it's going to be slowly, when it does, you want to be ready. So I feel like there are some things that you can think about and some things that you can do in this rest time. I think reflecting is really a good one. Reflecting, like not only where you've been, but where you want to go. And so when this energy is moving us forward. And again, I like what Kitty said about what part do you want to play in that. And I really think it's about honoring. This pause feels like it's also honoring where we're at and who we are in the divine feminine, because it feels to me like it's a very feminine energy. So that divine feminine. So
It
honoring that.
it is. It's very receptive receptive,
Yes.
that
Yes.
so it isn't that things are moving slowly. It's actually, when you're
Yeah. Yeah.
having a great party and you get overwhelmed, this is the breath that you take to recenter in the midst of all of this fast moving energy. And this energy wants to stabilize the earth,
Right.
but it could be too fast, was the message. And
Well, yeah.
I go back to the Byron Katie stuff with the truth. Do I know it's true? Do I really know that that's true? And realizing, I think what you're saying, Amy, is absolutely perfect. Is yeah, it's a pause in a busy time, and it's that to receive what your next roles are and what
Mhm.
is your truth. And I wrote at the top my thing, is truth the victim or is it a perception for you? And if
Right.
you haven't had a chance to look at Byron Katie's work, you can YouTube it. But we also had a lady named Jen Durasp come on, and it's in our playlist.
Mhm.
And she talks about, it's called The Work. How do you rise above your judgments? And it really lets go of your own suffering. So that's the really cool
Mhm.
part.
Yeah. So the first card that I got from the Metatron deck is number 26, pink, self-love and nurture, which
Yay.
that to me is exactly what I was feeling. Uh, how do I get this where it shows?
There, that's good.
There we
That's the
go.
best. Yeah.
Self-love and nurture. So, and that's it right there. You are in the pause, you are resting, but you're reflecting. And the other R word, be in that receiving mode. Where is it that you're going to go next? Because this is what's coming. This is where we're at. We are in this self-love and this nurturing, this very soft, pink, feminine energy, receptive energy. But this is what's coming. Number 54, the higher realms and magic, the lilac. And I feel like when this card came out a lot the other night when we were doing the live readings, because this is what's coming. The magic. The magic is coming. And you know, Kitty and I, as we were talking beforehand, made a really good point that there's a lot of people that aren't where we are at. So definitely to take the judgment out of it and just to kind of stay in that vibe of holding the light and holding the space for some of those. Because like it does seem like it's slow, but like Kitty says, it's moving fast for some of those that aren't where we're at. They're not able to stay with us and keep up with the changing energies, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the self-love is really important right now so that you can be ready for the magic when the magic comes, because I really feel like that's what we're being prepared for, that there are some really great magic that is coming up for all of us individually as well as collectively. Um, because there's new energy. I feel new energy coming in. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm kind of ready for some new energy. I'm ready for some new, to be to not be in the pause. I'm ready for some new adventure or opportunities, or, I don't want to get ahead of myself and get antsy, but I'm kind of feeling a little bit like I'm ready. Um, and I just have to be patient, though. That's my issue, not yours, not any of yours out there, but I do have to be patient. Okay, so wow, I got a lot of these that come out, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but there are a couple here. So I looked at the Priestesses of Light Oracle in Healing the Heart, Power of the Self-Love, and that goes right again with the pink, self-love and nurture. So both of these decks are telling you this is what you need to do right now. You've got to be able to be willing to give yourself that rest, because this is what's coming. And I love this card. Clarity, planning, and releasing illusion. Oh, what did you say, Kitty? Is it your perception or is it happening? And look,
Yep.
she has like the eagle. If you can, oh, these cards are. Let's see. There we go.
There.
The eagle and her face kind of like all enmeshed into one. So I do feel like that there's clarity coming. That's number 5 for anybody who's in the other one was 27. But there is clarity coming. And so I'm ready to just kind of, if it's nothing else, to just acknowledge that I'm ready. And I feel like even a little baby step, sometimes we take little baby steps to just let the universe know that, yes, I'm taking care of myself and I am using the pause to the best of my ability, but I'm also ready for some clarity of what's next. And I'm ready for the magic to come. And so, even if it's just that little step, like, write something, declare something, believe something. I feel like that's what their the energy is right now, just to prepare, not to do anything big, not to maybe launch something, but just to get prepared and get that clarity of what you want um, to take into this. And by taking a small step, a declaration, an outline, a business plan, whatever it is that you're trying to do, but just taking a step towards whatever that is, I think you can do right now, because I think that you can receive some clarity on that when you are meditating or when you're taking care of yourself, when you are going in within, because all the answers are there, you can receive some clarity of where you're going when the time is right. So that's what I'm getting, Kitty. I don't know how that matches up with the stars, but I'm going to let you take it over from here.
Yeah, it's just a, we've been talking about this. April's been a very, well, it's always an interesting time, but it's been a really interesting kind of evolution. We started this week with Easter, with that moon in Scorpio and working in the background in relationship in Pisces. So it was very emotional. Hopefully you had a nice Easter with family, and there was a lot of communication available to activate in relationship for Easter this year. And then today, or tonight really, the moon is moving into Sagittarius. And what we have is a lot of this Taurus energy, working with communication, so we've got Taurus and Pisces. And again, that's what's happening all week. Uranus is a big player this week, and remember, Uranus is about awakening and chaos. And I think that message about, it's really about the space you're going to hold and holding for others, and kind of letting the word that came to me is drama, but even the judgment around the word drama, letting their journey be their journey, and just holding the space for them to get it. This is really fast moving things that we're receiving, and if your vibration has places that is not as expanded as others, that's where it's going to show up this week. So holding the space for yourself allows you to hold that in those places, allows you to hold the space for those others. Again, not judging the dawn. Do we judge the darkest parts as, the lighter parts were better first, so the west part is not as good? I mean, our judgments do cause us suffering. So kind of being aware of that. And then, today, Neptune and Jupiter again are working with that Sagittarian energy and activating the transformation of whatever this energy is. What are you receiving? How are you going to look at it? That's a really good message for me at the moment, actually. And then we move on in the week, where tomorrow Eastern Standard Time at 10:24. So for a lot of you, it may be actually Wednesday morning, we move to the time of Taurus. So now we really do. We have 4 major players in Taurus and 4 major players in Pisces. And that's very feminine. That's that emotional flow that's trying to stabilize you. Isn't that funny to think that the flow is trying to stabilize you? If I can learn to let people be, you do you. Right, Daphne? You do you. This week. It is, 10:24 is Joanne's mom's birthday. You do you this week, and kind of with other people, just kind of step back from it. That's a really big message. Is the truth going to be a victim because you're holding on to what you have as truth that may not be, or is it just your perception? And so really letting those judgments take a back seat, including the judgments on yourself. And then we move in on the 20th. We have a lot of things in check on the 20th. We have Venus, and we have Mercury, and the thing that's wanting to activate on the 20th is this energy of Saturn, Aquarius, and the moon playing with in Sagittarius, the truth in structures. So that makes perfect sense for the week. On Wednesday, what's the truth of the structure? What do I own that's part of what's happening in my vision? What is it that I need to take care of? It's not about what the other people are doing. And then, the 22nd is Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. And on the 22nd, we have a lot of energies working together. We have a lot of that flowing energy really stepping forward, and communication should be pretty open in that next energy of Saturn, that Capricorn energy. So we are going to be flowing in our structures, and really, if we can find the places to activate, to flow, there's where we're going to be looking at what's the truth, what space am I going to hold. And then we move on to Passover ends, and we move on to just a quieter kind of end to the week, but still going to be kind of even the center of Taurus that's trying to stabilize us, really looking at how is our structure, and going to look for that beauty. Look for the beauty this week, guys. Look
Yeah,
for what you know to be your
definitely.
truths. It's not a week for right fighting. How's that?
Mm, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one because that the right fighting is judgment. There's a lot of judgment in the right fighting
Mm-hmm.
and not holding the space for someone else. So absolutely.
And that
Well,
doesn't, because Mercury plays all week, so it still is using your voice. Mercury's in
mhm,
Taurus. Mercury wants you to use your voice to stabilize your life in this flow. So,
right. That sounds good. Um, the final cards that I got was the Seven of Wands. I love the Seven of Wands. Oops, right there. Huh? Not good.
mm-hmm.
Seven of Wands, deserving of success here. Creative, protecting yourself, some movements. But the shadow part of this is defending yourself or feeling that you're being attacked or being misunderstood,
Mm.
a lack of preparation or giving up. So, see, this is not where you want to go. And that's kind of what Kitty was saying with the energy. Be cautious of that. Don't be the right fighter. Don't feel like you have to defend yourself or that you are being attacked. That's not to say that, that there might be people that are saying things to you that are unkind and hurtful, but how are you going to choose to react to that? The Seven of Wands. So let's go and keep it on the light seer part of these cards is what it calls it. And just continue to do your beautiful thing. Kitty said, call in that beauty. Just continue to do your beautiful thing. And others will see that. Others will see that because we also got the wheel, which is an interesting card with this week, but I love it because this is about divine blessings and stuff on there. I mean, look how she's just on that wheel and she doesn't look afraid like she's going to fall off or anything. And I just feel like she feels like she's getting, some maybe luck is on her side.
Look
There's
how
a
balanced she
turning
is.
point happening, exactly balanced. But the shadow side of this also is control, the ups and downs of life, an unexpected setback. So we don't want that. We don't want for any of that for you. So stay on that light, that light seer part, and look at that balance, and let that magic, like in the other cards, let that magic come into your life and stay balanced. I really think that's the point there. And those are the final cards for the week. So yeah, just
I
do
think
your
I think
beautiful thing like this gal's doing. Stay balanced. Stay balanced. Let some good fortune. Let the wheels start turning. And that kind of goes with what I was speaking of to just maybe taking a little step. Maybe just let it turn just a little bit and give you some more insight and clarity on where it is you're going from here. So that's
yeah,
what I
I really think that pink card, the high heart, and
Yeah.
the ability, if you can stay out of the judgment, the magic gets through. You're able to receive it.
Yes,
You
exactly.
you
And I
really
love
are.
that. I love that for everybody here because, it's not an easy time right now. And we have had, oh, I mean, we're ready. I think some of us are, all of us, I should say, most of us are ready. Okay, who put that?
That's Robin.
Okay, all right. I'm just laughing because I'm like, what? Now you got me all distracted, Robin. But anyways, yeah, I think that is the message. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. There is magic available. It's swirling though, guys. So this is the time. Think about a time you were overwhelmed, and when you stood back to make a decision, that's where you are this week.
That
Then
feels right.
I can let the magic in. I
Yeah.
kind of stay in that
Yeah.
higher heart. Make sure I'm on this earth because there's a lot of earth available, and it's Taurus. Come on, it's
Yeah.
Taurus season. Have a good meal.
Yes. It's my birthday season. That's
Yeah,
right.
420.
420. Yeah.
420 is that day where we're really looking at that truths and structures.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Hmm.
like that. So yeah, and I this week there's been a lot of changes, kind of going on for me personally. And it's like, wow. So I guess I'm feeling kind of, like again, when she's balancing on that wheel, how you see the gears and they all start to turn, like you see gears of a clock or something, and they start to turn just a little bit, and then that makes the one below it, and the one like that kind of turns. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's just kind of going just a little bit, but it's like a domino effect. The other one's turning a little, the other one behind it is turning a little or underneath it. And
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that. I can feel there's some movement there. And
So
that
hold your
feels good.
space. You know, this is a good week for mirror work too. What is it I need? So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm Kitty.
I'm Amy J.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha.
Boy. And that's Vibe of the Week. Until next week, have a great week. Because you know what? These energies and these things we tell you are just a guidance. Really, it's up to you how to have your week, what your week's going to look like. That's all in your hands. So make it a good one.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.